he is. Right there.
Another nice fish flipping that bass stalker jig with that new Uncle Josh meat craw there.
Look at how he ate that. Look how far that hook is down in there. That's how they eat pork right there. They don't eat plastic like that. Not that good. Now what we're going to do is going to show you the 2 different ways to rig these meat chunks. There's 3 different styles, and we're going to go into that in detail right now.
All right, what we got here is a brand new product from Uncle Josh. It's the new meat series. What we've done is we've actually made a 100% pure pork fat meat chunk out of 3 different profiles. So the one we're going to take a look at today is based off of our number 11, the original pork frog that started it all. One of the main differences is when you rig a traditional pork rind, it's got the skin on one side and the fat on the other, which allows you to put the pork on, but what it does, it makes it extremely hard to get off. So what we've done is we've taken the skin off so that every piece is just super soft, because it's made out of just pork fat. And what we've done is, instead of putting it in the traditional jar, we are actually putting this whole new meat series in a resealable bag that's going to make it a lot easier for guys to use. One of the big advantages you're going to have is this pork chunk is naturally buoyant, so it's going to want to float. So when it's on the jig, what your jig is going to do is when it goes to the bottom, your pork chunk is just naturally going to float up just exactly like what a crayfish would be doing. And there's a couple different ways to rig it. You can rig it the way we rigged it here, where you just punch it right through the head. But this meat series, what it allows you to do is you can either use the little keeper that comes inside of the bag, or you can rig it just traditionally with that meat chunk. What I like to do is I like to actually, because this is so soft, is actually run that meat chunk right up the hook shank. It gives it a little smaller, more compact profile, but you still get that great action of pork. Alright, what we got here is a brand new product from Uncle Josh. It's part of the meat series for bass fishing. It's what it is, it's a meat beaver. It's a excellent jig trailer. These 4 little appendages coming off of it just give it tons of action. And what it is, it's actually made out of 100% pure pork fat. So it's different from the traditional pork, being that it is only pork fat instead of having any skin on it. And what we're going to do here is I'm actually going to show you how to rig one of these on a jig. What we've done is we've actually taken the skirt off to show you a little easier what we're doing here. In each pack of the meat comes a little keeper, and what this keeper does, it is actually, it'll go up and over onto the jig and then over your bait here, and then it'll actually lock it right on so that it doesn't slide back down the hook shank. So what we're going to do is there's 2 little holes here. There's a larger hole and then there's a smaller hole. This larger hole here is actually designed for you to put a rattle on if you want. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right through the smaller hole. You're going to put that right over the hook point, and then just run that all the way up. You're going to go over all the keepers that are built right into your jig. So you got it right there. So it's right above the keeper, and on most jigs this is going to hold your skirt, but we took it off so that you could see exactly what we're doing. And then what I like to do is I like to actually go right through this meat beaver because it's so soft. You're just going to slide it right up the jig shank here. then once you get it right about here, you're going to slide it right up over this small barb. Alright, so now it's above the barb. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your keeper that you put on, and you're actually going to pull that up over the hook, and then it's going to sit snug right against that. So that way you can literally just yank on it and it's going to go back in place every single time, which is going to allow you to get a longer lifespan out of your bait.